Hey everybody, James here. I'm reporting live from Blackcomb Mountain. You wouldn't believe it, but it's actually snowing in the end of May. Like little snowflakes hit my hand. Neat. I'm on a picnic bench in a moderately secret spot. There's a run down there. You can see the view of the village. There's another run right down there. And there's a nice little plateau here right in the middle. And somebody put a picnic bench here. Here's a hint. The accelerator chair is right there. You can almost see it in the distance. So, I mean, it's a good spot to have a sandwich, a sit, a think. I don't know what snowboarders do here, but I have an idea. You know who you are. And for me, it's a good spot to do Tip Tuesday. And I thought I'd talk about something that I personally feel like I pioneered, or was a pioneer in, was an early adopter to. I don't know. Which is combining work and play, combining working while on vacation. I've had a lot of success doing this, and it's allowed me to stay on top of my business while having a pretty cool lifestyle, getting to do a lot of cool experiences, having a lot of great travel, and not having travel interrupt my ability to deliver at work. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, you're an owner, manager, I mean, you're in complete control of your schedule, so it's easier. If you're an employee where you've got certain standing meetings you need to make it to, might be a little bit trickier. But, you know, this goes out to like a lot of my realtor friends out there. Because, I mean, you know, mortgage broker friends, we are in charge of our own business. So the first tip that I have is time block, time block, time block. You know, a lot of times in a day, we've got stuff that takes 8 hours, but there's meetings every other hour. So I just cram all of my meetings back to back in a 4 or 5 hour time block. And then I spend a little bit of time before bed prepping for those meetings so that I'm efficient and ready. Second thing I do is I spend time at the beginning of every trip. This is critical, coordinating your time blocks with your travel partner or travel partners. If you are unexpectedly disappearing to take a phone call, a Zoom meeting, answer emails, whatever, while your friends, your romantic partner or whatever are expecting you to be present, well, that's going to kill the vibe. Now, for me, I've got a lot of friends who are also business owners, entrepreneurs, managers, or whatever. So, for example, I was in Colorado in February, 14-day trip, and we just agreed that every fourth day was a day where we had the entire day wall-to-wall for work, for laptop time. So I basically just planned a 10-hour day with like a 30-minute breather to grab a snack to eat and go to the washroom. And I was able to put all of my important meetings in and still kept the entire ship running. It didn't feel like I was that absent from the business. I was able to participate in all the things I needed to do. Next thing I do, so harmonize. Because if you're all just nose deep in your laptops at the exact same time, life is so much better. Because then you're not ticked off at them for working when you want to do something fun and vice versa. So it takes a little bit of pre-planning, but it is worth it. Next thing I do is I accept sleeping a little bit less. I know. I'll sleep when I'm back. I'll have a extra long bedtime on the weekend after the weekend I get back. I personally operate on a sleep bank, and so I can kind of empty the sleep bank and then refill it, as it were. I don't know how you guys operate, but you know what that means is getting myself up at 6 o'clock. Yeah, I'm on vacation, but I'll get up at 6, answer any critical emails, make sure everything that needs to happen is happening. And then, you know, I have a quick coffee, and then everybody else is kind of getting up and getting active around 8. Especially easy if you're traveling from the Western time zones, Pacific Mountain, into the Eastern time zones, because, you know, 7 o'clock out East is like 5 o'clock in Edmonton, or even, 4 o'clock in Vancouver. So you can get a lot of work done before anything comes in. So that's an absolutely critical one. The last tip for making work very, very effective on vacation that I'll share with you guys is spend the week or two, depending on how long you're gone for, leading up, creating an away plan. You need to, every single responsibility, deliverable, client touch point, business, everything that you are responsible for or that could happen needs to have a plan with somebody who's going to help, and or needs to have a scheduled time in your time blocking where it's going to go. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is you can have a really, really awesome time blending vacation into your regular life. And what that means is go on more vacations, a weekend getaway every 2 to 3 weeks instead of once a quarter. if you can work a little bit on your weekend getaway or a week vacation every couple of months, as long as you sneak a little bit of work in there or time block it. And all it takes is pre-planning, foresight, time blocking, and coordination with your travel partners. And I promise you, you can get away without it having it interrupt the flow of business. So that's my Tip Tuesday. If you are an entrepreneur, realtor, mortgage broker, anybody who, has that kind of a schedule, put your tips for how to be productive and integrate, your work, play lifestyle together. Because it's an important thing to be mindful of. Just because you're going away doesn't mean that you get a free pass to let your work slide. That's not what top performing professionals do. But you can go away and enjoy your life and not be a total workaholic. So that's my Tip Tuesday. And I'd love to hear from all of my fellow salespeople, entrepreneurs, business owners, managers on some of your tips for the same stuff. Have fun out there. And whoa, look at all these little snowflakes coming down. Wish me luck, everybody. And if you are at Whistler Blackcomb this week, drop me a line.